Good morning, all you beautiful people out there. My name is Chrissy, and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 23rd of September. Now, if you are new, I pretty much just let my guides channel through to you. So don't forget to subscribe, hit those like buttons, guys, and of course, comment down below. We have some really great chats here. We've built a great little community, and we often talk to each other here on my channel. So feel welcome to comment. Oh, and I will also shoot that video with my sister today. Yes, I have talked her into it, and I'm pretty sure the subject we're going to be doing is about karma and how people kind of get their, I guess you could say, just desserts. That's kind of the topic we're going to be talking about, because that's an issue that I have trouble with. I kind of think, oh, do people really get, you know, what's coming to them? But my sister's this real believer that, yes, absolutely 100% people always get what they're sort of dishing out. So that's the topic. So stay watching. Today I will do my normal reading, and I will get on to one with my sister later, and I will probably post that tomorrow morning, being Saturday. So look out for that. She's very gifted in these areas. So I'll close my eyes and we'll just get started and see what comes up for today. They're showing me these global leaders are, they're finding the hurdles and they're pulling them away. So I did talk a long time ago, I remember, about the rollout reset carpet, the red carpet reset ceremony awards, when they rolled out their red carpet. And we were pushing, this is us, the naughty people and the naughty children, we were pushing hurdles under the rollout carpet. So we were causing these bumps in their red carpet rollout. Well, it's showing me now they're finding the hurdles and they're pulling them out. So they're trying to get the reset to roll out easier, and it's trying to make the carpet flatter. So they want their reset. They don't want hurdles. They don't want people standing up. They don't want people fighting back, and they don't want anything or anyone that's against the narrative. So they're starting to figure out where the hurdles are, and they're taking them out. And the hurdles are the blockages that all of us and the people waking up push in front of government. That's what they're referring to. So I'm definitely getting that. The government's starting to figure out the hurdles. And we've been saying that for a while. They know who's who in the zoo now, and they've worked out who they can feed the narrative to, who they need to redirect, and they get that information to you. I did post on my Facebook page, Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic Life Coach, if anyone's interested in checking that out. I did post a video of that. It was Jacinda Ardern and Macron from France, and they were talking about how they do use the algorithms. Yes, what a surprise, not to any of us, but to most people if they ever saw it, which they probably won't. So share those videos if you get any that pop up. And it was saying how they do use the algorithms to, might as well have said, control the people, but they didn't say that. They said it does help them to deliver their messages and to get things, you know, sorted out. And of course, probably the misinformation gets pushed down, meaning the truth gets pushed down. So go check out that video. It's a laugh and a half. They're actually talking about it. They don't even hide it anymore, do they? They don't even care, because like we've always known here, they don't care about the little people like us. So they're just treading all over everybody and telling them to their face now. It's just sad how they just control all these platforms, isn't it, and the algorithms. It's very, very difficult. That's why it's so important if something pops up and you think that's worth sharing, that we share it straight away. Because as we know, it disappears down the algorithms, just like the, what was it, all the CDC information and all the, you know, Pfizer data. It's sort of all vanished, hasn't it? So these things are quickly swept back under the carpet, like I keep saying, and hidden from view. It's not that they're not out there, they're just hidden from, you know, everybody. Oh my God. All right, let's see what else we get today. I am getting like someone's lifting their energy, and I am getting this is again, it's that celebrity status. So it's someone with, look, it's someone with great representation. It's saying it's someone who's got like otherworldly knowledge, and it's sort of on that level of, it's not David Icke, it's not that sort of thing, but it's more around a celebrity status. So it's kind of at that level of, I don't know, I'm sure you Canadians know Jordan Peterson. It's kind of on that level. But this might be like a younger, I'm feeling like there's this younger celebrity or somebody who's going to try and stand up against all of this because they can see where their future is heading. I'm just trying to think who it is. See, we've got to remember, and I am getting that visual, it doesn't mean it's that person. What happened with Justin Bieber's face? He got the paralysis and his wife had a blood clot. We know they're jabbed. But this is the kind of thing that's been going on in the background with a lot of these people. I'm just using them as an example. I'm not saying that's who's going to do it. But there's been a lot of this in the background, people talking and discussing. And things like I keep saying, these truth movements that people don't know about. So I do feel there's going to be this, I would say, very brave celebrity that's going to start to, it could even be a female. It's kind of showing me a couple of people. It's showing me like they're on the level of like Katy Perry, Adele, is it? There's a few others as well. But it's sort of saying that there's someone, and I believe it could be a female actually, might be really forthcoming with their views on all of this, and realising what's going on and trying to fight back and trying to get the younger generation to understand what's going on. Because as we know, a lot of them have buried their head in the sand and just don't want to know about it, do they? So I am getting this like celebrity person that's very, very, very well known. They're very well known, and they're going to stand up and try to fight back by calling out the injustice. I'm getting the crimes against humanity. They probably won't say it like that because they know they have to be more tactful, of course, because they've still got an image to protect. But I feel like it could be a female. And it's not Lady Gaga. They keep saying it's not. They don't think it's not Lady Gaga. Hang on a sec. It's like someone who's a little bit spiritual, who's got this spiritual element to them. I don't know who it is. It's saying it could even be a little bit of a darker singer, like someone who's got that sort of soul spirituality. So I guess we'll just see what comes up there, but I am getting that someone's going to start to come forward because they're trying to educate and show the younger generation what's really going on. So I do feel like someone's going to be trying to spread the word, because they're tired of it too. Everybody's tired of this. Got to remember, everyone's tired of it. It's not just all of us. Gosh, young ones had their freedom taken from them for a couple of years, really, didn't they? Or a good solid year at least. Let me see where else we go with this today. God, I'm getting like butchers are starting to panic. And they would be. You think about it, the way they came after those Netherland farmers, that would have really panicked a lot of butchers. So I feel like globally that even a lot of butchers might be coming together. You think of the amount of employment around this industry, like the abattoirs, all the butcher shops. Gosh, that's a big, huge, humongous industry. Well, there's starting to be a lot of panic and fear rising in these people, because we've got to remember this is all filtering down to them. See, if the farmers are having issues and that gets highlighted, that's why it's so important that we spread the information as well, because we're like these little people blowing bubbles. They're showing me us like blowing kids' bubbles out of one of those bubble blowers. We're spreading little bits of information in a very soft way. It's showing like a bubble and then it pops. And when it lands, like on the ground or wherever it hits, and that's why I always say that the bubbles of truth, because once the truth is out there, it's out there. So very important Oh, this process is beyond tiring, isn't it? We've had to do so much work and thinking, but it's okay. We can do it. We know we've got the strength and the capacity to do it. Like I said yesterday with the endurance swimming up and down the pool. So we're like these kids blowing the bubbles to get the information in a soft and gentle way to the people. So I'm definitely getting that, the bubbles of truth. So we've got the farmers and things that are, the butchers rather, that chat to the farmers and all this. It all goes down the line. See, eventually it causes people to wake up because they think, oh, why are the farmers getting touched? Do their little bit of research and then realise we're all going to be eating bugs and crickets and owning nothing. And then they start to wake up. So now I'm getting that the meat industries and the butchers, they might be starting to create movements coming together now as well. Gosh, they might even strike. They'll have to find ways to fight back as well because that's their livelihood. It's either that or they're just going to be shut down and say nothing. So what are they going to do? They're going to fight back. It's like the Netherlands farmers fought back. Now we've got the meat industries starting to fight back as well. Because you've got to remember, like I keep saying to you guys, the house of cards, it's not been built on a good foundation. When you don't incorporate the people and suddenly the people hear about it, it's a big shock and it knocks people over and they have to find a way to stand back up. So that's why I'm getting a lot of this around the meat industry now. Hang on a second. I'm getting something's collapsing, but I'm thinking, and I think we all know that here, you would, John, the stock market and shares and all this sort of thing is going to have a big collapsing. I'm guessing that not the things that are untouchable, though, like we talk about here, not the industries that are, part of the elites. So frustrating, isn't it? I feel like they're not going to be collapsing. Big pharma, probably the big companies, big corporate companies, they're all going to be doing really well. But I do feel I see a lot of things collapsing on the share market. I'm seeing this like up and down and then big drops. Like there's going to be big drops. That's why I always talk about making sure you're very careful where you invest your money and that you don't have all your eggs. Oh, sorry guys, it's very tired energy today. People are worn out from all this thinking. So don't have all your eggs in one basket because that's when it becomes dangerous because there's a chance you could lose a lot. So if you have shares, just keep them simplified. Keep obviously cash stowed away somewhere. Your gold bullion and your silver, we always talk about that here. I know a lot of people talk about crypto coins and currency, but I don't know enough about those. Perhaps you could go and YouTube someone and look that up. But it's good to keep your eggs in different baskets, not all in the one basket because there's too much to lose around that. So I'm definitely getting that collapsing of the share market. Sort of, they're showing me like the stock exchange. Someone was telling me when the bell rings all the time, that's when things are changing and that's what I'm getting. I'm getting there's going to be these big drops because it has to happen, doesn't it? When the housing market's collapsing, when interest rates are going up, it has to cause an effect because if people are struggling to survive, how are all these little retail outlets and things going to survive as well? They're not. So everything's kind of collapsing in succession, really, I guess, isn't it? It's showing me the graph like dropping down, and then big drops. So that's what I'm getting. So make sure you spread all your finances in different areas. We talked about super yesterday. If anyone wants to check that video out, I did talk a lot about just being very wary of super moving forward because we know that government's trying to control our funds. I know they do anyway, but we have to also be aware of putting our own money aside for our future because as we know, they want us to work till the day we die pretty much in this agenda that they're planning. Let's see if there's something to close with today. this is good. They're showing me, we talked about the car racing the other day, and how all the leaders were racing each other, which they are. They're very competitive. We know that with their rollout. But it's showing me things are backfiring now. It's showing me, like, for example, they always show me Trudeau because he's out the front, but they're showing me his car, like, backfiring. You know, when a car backfires, it's like, bang! It's like a really explosive sound, and it means there's something kind of not great with your car. It can be playing up or something like that. It might be due for a tune-up. So I'm getting a lot of this backfiring. Things are really backfiring on government now. They're backfiring on these leaders. And, you know, this is exactly why my sister and I are going to do this video on things come back to bite you on the bum, really, because this is what's going to happen. You know, when you're just stomping all over people and you're a tyrant and you're a dictator, surely something has to come back to bite you on the bum, doesn't it? So I'm getting this energy now where their cars are backfiring. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because it's a sign that something's up and it's not just going smoothly to plan, that there's little, well, I suppose big hiccups, but they're going to have to fine-tune and get their cars tuned up so they run smoother. So that's good, because anything that, like we know here, that holds up their reset and their rollout plan is a positive thing because it allows more people to wake up. It gives people more time to figure out what's going on. Hang on a sec, just give me 1 minute. God, we get the most stupidest songs here, don't we, sometimes? I'm getting that song, Something's Missing in My Life. Maybe It's You. But they're showing me, like, I'm getting visuals, that ridiculous visual of Trudeau at the piano, if anybody saw it, singing before the day before the Queen's funeral, singing a Queen song. Was it Bohemian Rhapsody? I think it was. Easy Come, Easy Go, or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous. Go check it out if you haven't. Oh, God. And that's what I'm getting. I'm getting this visual of Trudeau singing Something's Missing in... It's that song, Something's Missing in My Life. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. And I'm seeing Trudeau singing it, which is like an image. And what they're saying is these leaders know that we're missing. Like, we're not even there for them. We're not even following the narrative. We've turned our back on them. And they know that's missing. They know, and that the problem is that they know it's growing. Our movement is growing. So we're continuously missing. And there's more people starting to go missing. I think, I'm not sure if it's Marsha Hines, an Aussie singer that sings that. Sorry, guys. You know me. I get the song and sometimes I struggle with the singer. But I'm getting this visual of Trudeau singing that Something's Missing in My Life. Yes, it could be all your fan base and your people because they can't stand you. Maybe that's what it is. And this is probably around all the global leaders, but I am getting that lovely visual of Trudeau singing Something's Missing in My Life. Maybe it's you. And I think it is us because we're not even there. And so he's probably grieving all the people who are exiting his ridiculous reset agenda. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that song today. Let's go check it out. Something's Missing in His Life, Trudeau. And this is for the other leaders as well, not just Trudeau. And let's see what that song says. I'm going to go and play it. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I will shoot that video with my sister today, promise, and I will try and post it on tomorrow. So hit the like buttons, guys. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye from Australia. Bye.